Hola, ladies and gentlemen. So I've had a lot of questions about Cube World. Some people know that I've bought it and been playing it. So rather than try and write down my thoughts, I figured it's best to just show people. So this is Cube World, currently in alpha, only just came out. Um, there's still a lot to do with the game before it'll be really classed as a game, but what's there is very enjoyable. If you like exploration, then it's fantastic. The combat is pretty good. So here is the game. I'm stuck inside a beetle. That's my little pet which I can ride, which is great fun. So there are several classes. I'm currently a ranger, an archer class, ranged class. And we just shoot arrows at things. And my little pet goes and helps whenever I shoot anything, which is great. So that's a special power which you can use with by collecting MP. I like how they kind of explode into little tiny cubes when you kill things. So at the moment it's mostly just wandering around shooting stuff and exploring the world. There's oh dear. There's a lot to see and a lot to do, but there's, there we go, currently not a lot in terms of quests or storyline, so they will be adding that as they go, and they're hoping to have a main meta kind of storyline that goes over everything, but for now it's mostly just exploration and eating soup. So while he does that, here's the map. Fully 3D. Oh, I'm being attacked by something. So fully 3D map, which when you're not being attacked by things, tell you what, I'll find somewhere nicer to talk to you. I'll ride my beetle. There we go, in the trees, that's better. Right, so the map is fully 3D. You can rotate around it, zoom out, and see the area that I've explored. So I started over here, and I mooched around all the way up to here. Each one of these areas is a biome. So I started in kind of grasslands, I moved into an ocean, but I don't have a boat, so it's kind of a bit useless. And then the jungle area here, and you can zoom in and wander around. Its zoom focuses on you, so you, as far as I'm aware, oh, you can move around. There you go, I've just learned something. So this is all the areas that I've seen. So there's a ruined castle there, another ruined castle here, and where I originally started over here. As you zoom in, there we go, it gives you the different districts. Unlike Minecraft, you can't destroy anything, so you can't build anything either. But it is a really beautiful map, and however far you zoom in or out, when you go back into the world, your little map in the corner relates to that. So if I zoom all the way out, you've then got the very, very, very far map. In towns where you've got individual shops, it helps to zoom in, otherwise you can't see where things are. It's a bit of a pain, but again, it's an alpha, so I'm sure they'll be doing a lot of work on making it a smoother game experience. So there's plenty to do in terms of just exploration. It's procedurally generated, so every time you start a new world it's going to look and feel different. Which is great. Combat is kind of almost Twitch based. There's no auto aim or anything. Something's being killed horrifically. Oh well, that's a lot of money down there. I'm going to go down there and get it. Probably die in the process. No idea what killed these guys, but good for me. Yeah, so if you don't point at a bad guy, you will miss it. One very glaring omission, at least for now, is that there's no music at all, which is a bit strange. It feels weird because of it. But again, Alpha, I'm sure they now have a lot more money because a lot of people have been purchasing the game. So the sheer amount of cash they'll be making, hopefully they'll be able to either hire on or kind of get commission work. I know I'd certainly like to do a piece of music for the game. So, hint hint. So what I'm currently doing is I am hunting down these ruins that I heard of, which are over here, the temple. So that's where I'm heading towards. And I will almost certainly get killed in there, although I'm about to die, so... there we go. When you die, you don't lose anything. You just press revive, and you appear at a statue on top of a tree, which is obviously a good location. So where have I actually ended up? Okay, not far from where I died. So I need to head west. That's the location I want. In order to make things using the crafting system, you pick up resources from, well, most things. So I'm currently only level 5, as you can see at the top left hand corner, and I have a level 4 pet. Anything that has a con of red is bad. They're a lot higher level than you. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. As you can see, I'm not really touching this guy that much, so it's likely he's going to kill me before I... oh, and there's 2 of them. I'm just going to run away. Well, I managed to get one of them and pick up whatever it dropped, and then I'm going to run away. And you can climb up things, which is very, very useful. Oh, however, these guys are helping me, which is very nice. Very kind of them. You do get random explorers and adventurers who just wander around and do stuff. Thank you, goblin people. There you go. So yeah, that hurt quite a lot. Anything that's red is above you. Anything that's white is same level as you. Anything that is blue is lower level than you. And orange is kind of a bit harder, but not insanely harder. Now, I only found this out earlier today, but once you're in water and if you have empty flasks, you can fill them up with water. So this is the crafting menu. From here you can kind of do almost anything in terms of making things. So if you want to make water flasks, you have to be in water. If you want to make potions, you can just make them. So I've now got water flasks and heart flowers, so I can just create a life potion. In fact, which one's better? Yeah, that one's better, so we'll keep making some of these. And you can sell these things as well, so if you want money, then you can. Just sell stuff. Things like armour require looms, workbenches, etc. Same with a lot of the resources. Once you've found wood, which you get from bushes, weirdly, there's wood. To make wooden cubes, you need saws. So you end up having to go to town a lot to get things. An ogre. These guys hurt. I made the mistake of accidentally hitting one, and it knocked me off the top of a mountain. Speaking of mountains, anything that you see, no matter how high it is, say there for example, you can get to the top of it. Sometimes it's easier than other times. There's also hand gliders, which I haven't been able to get high enough level to use yet, but I'm working towards this. In fact, I'm almost about to level, so that's pretty perfect. So let's just find something to punch to death. Well, that my little pet can punch to death, who's disappeared. There he is. There are lots of different pets, so... Oh, a koala. Oh, he's very cute. That's the overriding thing I found with this game. It's very cute. And not in a bad way. So it's very interesting. And it looks good. And it is a very beautiful looking game. As you can see in the top right corner, you've got the time, temperature, humidity. Time is obviously important because it tells you how much daylight there's going to be. Nights are incredibly dark, but you can have lanterns like I've got now, which light things up, but it's only a small area. There are better ones, but I don't have any of those as yet. Okay, we're almost at the temple, sweet. Hello, koala. Yeah, temperature and humidity, I'm not sure what that does yet. It's not really impacted my game. It might be something that they will be introducing in the future. Unknown as yet. Someone's having a good fight. Yeah, nomads hurt a lot as well, so we'll ignore them. Bark beetles also hurt a lot. Pets are tamed with finding the right food for them, and then just giving them the food until they love you. Like most pets. And they also level up, so I've got a level 4 bark beetle. I also have level 4 collie, which is very cute. I've not ridden him yet. There we go. Yeah. Oh, they actually jump quite high. Your character has a really terrible jump height. It's just really bad. However, these guys are fast and they jump well, as you'd expect being a dog. Oh, run away. Yeah, when you're low level, there's a lot of running away. Even as a ranged class, ranged stuff just hurt. Um, as you see, he's kicking the crap out of my colleague. And he's down, and I will very soon be following. Ouch. Yeah, some stuff, sometimes you just get lucky, ouch, with high levels, but you don't know how high level they are. That was close. You don't know how high level they are, which is a bit of a problem at times. Are these guys going to attack me? Yes. So sometimes you start a fight and immediately get annihilated. I mean, these guys were blue and they still managed to cause a lot of damage. Well, that's okay, because they're dead now. Okay, so let's check out this temple. Actually, before I do, because I've leveled, I now get skill points to spend. So if once you've spent 5 points, you can then buy the next one. So once you're a pet master, you can enable riding to ride your pets. Once you get to 5 on climbing, you can hand light. So I'm going to pour them into that. You only get 2 points per level. There is infinite leveling, allegedly. Your power level, which shows you what you can use, isn't limited. That's limited to 100. So here's a temple. So let's go exploring. Okay, so dark dingy stairs. Okay, so let's explore this temple. So it's dark, so I'll turn on my torch. Expect to see me die very, very soon. I imagine there's going to be traps. Yep, there's one. Okay, so we have traps on the ground. Big spikes. Where are they? There's one. There's definitely another one, but I can't hear it. You can pick stuff up. Ooh, that's pretty. At the moment, anything you examine just says there's nothing special, so I'll be adding that, I'm sure, very soon. I generally pick up everything because I'm just that kind of guy. Now these things hurt if you get stuck in them, just like I did. And there's nothing in there at all. That's kind of fun. So I'm going to swap my pet out again, just because my bark beetle is better in combat. A bit more hardy. Plus he's very sweet. So we have a load of bad guys down there. So they're the same level as I am. So let's see how we do with these. Yeah, magicians generally hurt the most. I'm not sure why, but they might seem to be able to hit you harder. Oh! Okay, there we are. Yeah. But at least you know if you die, if you get completely annihilated, you just respawn at a nearby area, and that's kind of just it. You just respawn. You've not lost anything. No experience loss. No collie. Oh, that's an ogre. Yeah, there's no experience loss. There's no loss of money, or you don't lose any items. You just respawn and get back to it. I'm glad he's dead, but anything that hits me now will basically kill me, and I'm dead. Oh well. So it's a quick look at Cube World. Quite an interesting game. There's a lot of planned features. At the moment it's difficult to buy it because they keep getting attacked on the website, so they end up having to disable things a lot. But it's a beautiful game, really nice, and I think at the moment it's about £13 to buy, so it's very cheap, and it just looks this good. So I'd recommend it to anyone who enjoys exploration. And one of the reasons I love Minecraft is the exploration side of it. Lots of bad guys, lots of different types of bad guys, so you don't get bored with that. And the crafting system is very interesting. Needs fleshing out, and probably either simplifying, or the instructions need to be better. But yeah, a very interesting game, well worth buying. So there you go. Thank you guys.